thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Hardaway. And here's Butler outside. Sinks it from distance. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 5 points.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Here's Harden. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the contest. Free throw off the mark from Harden.
And Harden is capable of getting to a triple-double every game. His versatility is incredible.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Fighting for those points, the beard playing tough.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Davis. Here's Cassell. Here's Harden. Leonard defending. Here's Mourning. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Don't you forget, Harden won an assist title now, and this man can pass that rock.
And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Hardaway from outside. And the three-pointer goes.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Davis. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Mourning. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Something we don't always talk about with Davis because he's so talented is his elite understanding of the game, his basketball IQ.
And it's Hardaway on the take.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Leonard outside. A minute 37 left in the first quarter. And here's Butler outside. And again, Miami with a triple.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's Cassell. He's scoreless. Pass to Kamari. Three-pointer, Harden. Claxton with a rebound. Heat leading by 7. .103 left to play in the first. The 15-footer. Here's Kamari. Pass to Harden. And there's a pick. Claxton with the block. They retain possession. Here's Kamari. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
You have the camera all to yourself. What are you going to do? Substitutions.
34 seconds left in the first. Brunson on the drive. Out to the right wing. Lets the three fly. Launches a three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
It's stolen away. Here's Davis. Jimmy Butler getting it done for the Heat. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Eason. Brunson surveys. Outside Eason. Offensive board. And Bosch gets it to go. Bosch has got his first 2 points of the night.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Davis a screen. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
He's not going to beat you with speed. Harden uses his footwork and his strength to create separation on his way to the rim.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Harden's shot is good.
Dangerous with and without the rock. Harden is accurate on the catch and shoot.
Pass to Dumars. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Dumars has gotten himself on the board with a three there. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Fast break, Miami. Back to Brunson. Five on the clock. Brunson driving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Well, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Davis a screen. Here's Harden. Driving to the basket. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Nets trail by 10. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. Here's Brunson. Here's Bosch, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Time to make some noise, Nets fans. 'Cause here they come.
Miami making a switch here. And Reeves has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Down by 12. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Kawhi Leonard's doing. Allie.
Thanks. I just talked with Miami's head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Right in the middle of the schedule. Some unfortunate timing for sure. We wish him the best on his recovery. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Dumars. And again, no good by Miami. Nets trailed by 8. Outside Neesmith. Pass to McCollum. Takes the 3. Rebound Miami. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Following this game, they host the Magic. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Hardaway from outside. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Brooklyn. To the inside. Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. Heat leading by 6. Here's Brunson outside. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Outside Bogdanovich. There's the triple. Neesmith's shot is off. Deflects the pass. Got it up. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Heat leading by 9. And we'll return shortly.
The Heat, 32.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Cassell. No points so far. Pass to Kamare. Here's Mourning. Out to the right wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's on Nick Claxton.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out. The officials were right on top of that one.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
And here's Harden. Pass to Cassell. Back to Harden. Drives to the hoop. Rejected by Claxton. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. 4 on the clock. Here's Morning. Some solid defense from Claxton.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Dumars. Oh, stolen by Harden. Here's Kamari. Now Harden. Claxton with a rebound.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
And here's Butler. Fires from 14. Rebounded by Kamari. AD off the bounce. And the basket is good. Davis has gotten his first basket of the night.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Here's Brunson. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Nets trailed by 8. Here's Harden. Outside Davis. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just some quick thinking from AD. Doesn't want to give the D any time to react. Just catch it and shoot it.
And Brunson gets it to go.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Down low. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Butler on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Stolen by Davis. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Boy, he hasn't been able to capitalize on his chances at the line. Only making 1 free throw. Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
Oh, he was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Brooklyn making a switch here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
He takes it in.
How about the tenacity from Harden, giving the D no choice but to foul him.
This will make 5 trips to the line for him tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Miami leading by 6. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Hardaway up top. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. With some arc. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so it's Brooklyn with it. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Second football foul. 14 foul. Game for the Heat. Number 1.
Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Brown. Shot from the top of the key. 5 to shoot. It's tipped.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Brunson banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
They have no answer defensively inside.
McCollum outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Neesmith. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
The kick out to Brunson. Here's Easton. Back to Hardaway. To the middle. Brown with the steal. Fast break, Brooklyn. Bogdanovich with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. Pass to McCollum. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, it's stolen by Easton.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Outside Brunson. Here's Gervin. Here's Bosch. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
And so it's Miami going into the break up 12. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively.
45.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Miami leading by 12. Now here's Brunson. Outside Easton. Pass to Butler. From outside the arc. The kick out to Brunson. Fires the three. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Davis down low. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Here's Brunson. And they double up Brunson. Here's the three. And it's Easton with the three. Easton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
Brunson. Chalk up 2 there. Brunson's got 12 points here in the second half.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Mourning. Here's Cassell. Outside Harden. Here's Mourning. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
The most underrated part of Harden's game, his playmaking. James is amazing at setting up other players.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Harden surveying the D. Misses off the right iron. Heat leading by 18. For 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Left side Eason. There's the 3. Cassell with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Pass to Brunson. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Now here's Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Eason. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Again, the Heat misses. Nets trail by 18. Pass to Mourning. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Mourning's got 4 points in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Brunson misses.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Heat.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jalen Brunson.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Kamare. Now here's Davis. Defended by Eason. Davis misses. And it's Miami's ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. That one falls.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Davis can't hit. So it's Miami now. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. Offensive rebound. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Dumars. Fires away from way outside. Brooklyn pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute. Okay.